Hello there, 6:30 p.m. UK time. Here we are live in Facebook. And 10 minutes, I think it's going to be a little bit longer, but the intention is, let's say 10 to 15 minutes. Here we are going to talk about holding on to our sense of reality. Now, whether I can or can't see the comments that you make at this moment in time, I will respond to them, I promise you that. And it's such an important subject. Even if you're not watching live now in YouTube, even if you're going to be catching up at some point in the future, please, that's not pleading, comment, because this is such an important subject. You could replace reality for phrases like holding on to our sense of balance, holding on to being grounded, holding on to anything really that makes sense in life. But it's really about reality. Now, reality could be such a varied subject. You could say you've got your reality, I've got my reality. And in a way, we could also say truth. You've got your truth, I've got my truth. But the thought here really that I'm going to be sharing is our reality, our sense of reality. Now, if you are watching mainstream media news, you have a very, very particular type of reality, because the news will tell you what reality is. That's what news apparently is. So immediately there's a challenge, there's a barrier. How do you feel about that? Do you think that is an issue? Do you think that is a barrier, a challenge to a grasp of reality? You could say a world of fantasy, a world of celebrity, a world of fiction. That creates a challenge to reality. So those are some of the challenges. You could say a particular belief system, because people have a particular view on reality. They might feel this existence that we currently have is temporary. It's going to come to an end. This is not real. This is not the real life. The real life is something that's going to happen in the future. What do you think? Comment, let us know, share this with others. We welcome your likes, of course we welcome your subscribes. We love it when you share this with others, because the more comments that we have, the better. Why? Because this is our opportunity in one place, not the only place, but in one place to come together and talk about subjects that really matter. And reality, this current experience of reality, is everything. Why am I choosing this as a subject? Because my sense of reality has been dented in recent times. There's so much going on. You could also say, Samantha Simpson, everything is temporary. It's our soul that is external. Yes, I agree. Thank you, eternal. Well done. Thank you for clarifying. So yes, totally. But within this current experience, our soul, our spirit, within this human body, what about reality with that? Because there are things that are beyond this current life. There are things that are beyond. That's why we get that sense of it doesn't make sense. That things at the current time don't make sense. So within this, we're here. We're on the playing field, so to speak. We're on the ground. We're on planet Earth. What are we going to do? How are we going to use that sense of knowing this is not just all there is, to live this life now and to help others to live this life now? Well, I've got some simple messages to share. And some of them are not as follows. So actually, I'm going to share what they're not. They're not based on religion. They're not based on what the government says. They're not based on what you'll read in any book, academic or otherwise. They're not based on some so-called expert. They're not based on just my ideas and my thoughts. That's why I welcome yours. Because one thing I've learned and experienced in life is that ultimately the majority of us, many of us, come to the same conclusion, despite the experience that we've had in life. And that's the reality that we come together in. It has to be, because otherwise it's just our perspective. It's just our viewpoint based on this experience. So therefore, what are the things that are based on reality for every single one of us? Well, they are the common denominators of all of us. This acute sense of knowing, desiring, wanting, not only to receive, but to give love. One of the greatest songs, in my opinion, of all time, a song called Nature Boy. I can't remember the name of the writer, but he lived a life of complete austerity and wrote this amazing song. And one of the lines, beautifully simple, the greatest gift of all is to love and be loved in return. Essentially, that's the thought. So when we hold on to that thought of love, and I'm not talking about some vague concept, I'm talking about a real exchange energy, a real opportunity to interact, to engage, to connect with other souls and other spirits on planet Earth while we're in this experience. One of the greatest things that we can grasp onto, hold onto for dear life, if you like, is knowing we can exchange, transact, we can affect in the currency of love. Because the prominent dominant thought is the currency of fear, the currency of anxiety, and it's crippling. And because it's so loud, because it's such a prevalent noise, because it pervades and invades so many thoughts and so much consciousness, therefore, that's what people know. That's what they see as reality. And of course, that can be the case for us too. So if we have those thoughts of things just, it's a very, very selfish, self-interested, elite-based system. Yes, that's how things operate. If we're then going to grasp onto reality, the reality we grasp onto is to exchange in love. Now that may not work with those who are working on greed, competition, just feeding their own desires. It won't work for them. But there are so many that we can transact with in a currency exchange energy of love, kindness, goodness, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, without that being based on some expectation for our forgiveness in return. Love, likewise, unconditional. These are real things. These are not just conceptual feelings. It's a power of good, not just to others, but to ourselves. Because when we're exchanging in that energy, that's real. That's real. And that transcends beyond any circumstance in life. That's the power of it. That's what we can hold on to. Now, by saying that, I'm not saying that anything that goes on, it's okay. There's so much darkness, so much pain, so much abuse, so much suffering. Therefore, just ignore that. No, me personally, that doesn't work because we can't. However, if that is all we are focused on, how can we love? How can we trust? How can we exchange in compassion? What do you think? What do you think? You might have other thoughts that perhaps go beyond the 10 minutes that we're spending together today, that go beyond that as to how to hold on to reality. These are not beliefs. These are not ideas. These are not thoughts. These are tangible, actual actions, things that we can do. We have the power of reality to act in kindness, to act in love, to act in forgiveness, to act in benevolence, to act in compassion. Whatever the qualities are, they are the power that we have, and we can hold on to those at any time that we might feel we're losing our grip on reality. Hold on to the qualities and the characteristics that are soul-based, that are spirit-based, that are beyond the ridiculous farce often that we see going on around us, projected through particularly mainstream media, but also organised religion, academic institutionalised organisations, governments so-called, whatever it is, wherever it is, the message is the same. They are feeding fear and anxiety. We are not. Eden Abnes wrote, Nate, thank you, lovey. Appreciate that. Do you know what? I can never remember his name. Thank you. Yeah, what an incredible human being. What an incredible human being. And that's the conclusion he came to. So rather than fighting in that space of he said, she said, they said, whatever it might be, I said, you said, we come to the same conclusion in life through different pathways. And there's phenomenal truth in just that simple reality. That's where we come together. One voice, we are one. So I don't know what I'm going to share at the end. There is a little eye there. It's not going to be this evening, but I will share a link to a video. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, if you haven't commented, please comment. Share your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas. Like, subscribe, share, click on the notify bell, and you will receive content like this, whether it's pre-recorded or whether it's live. The idea is we come together. One voice, we are one. Let's hold on to our sense of reality. Love and be loved in return. Until next time, bye-bye. Look forward to connecting with you soon.